headed to Manistee, which is one of the oldest cities in northern Michigan. Weekend trips can be kind of a whirlwind. You tell us, do you prefer weekend trips or longer trips?
Leave a comment down below and let us know.
Yeah.
I've never seen that before, where somebody's rear tires were completely off the ground. His were probably at least 6 inches off the ground. This new Canopy is going to be really nice, especially on longer trips. But for weekend trips, hanging the lights, especially the first time. We've probably been here a couple hours already, don't you think?
Probably.
And we're still not set up.
Well, we did stop to eat.
We stopped to eat briefly, yeah, but
yeah, this is a lot of setup for a weekend.
Yeah, this
where
is a lot of work.
One of the things that you need to be careful about is you want to have a comfortable campsite, but you also don't want to have such a complicated setup that it takes all of your time to set up and tear down.
We're gonna have to give ourselves more time than we normally do for tear down too. I mean, it is the first time, so it goes slower.
I like this though. Look at this thing. Isn't that pretty?
Got these little tiny Velcro strips. We've got rope light, LED strip lighting for outdoors. I'm just wrapping the Velcro around the frame and then wrapping the Velcro around the rope. So hopefully the Velcro part is kind of a one-time thing that I can just leave it on the frame. Yeah. Just like that.
While he's doing that, I'm taking in this view. This is Orchard Beach State Park in Michigan.
Just north of Manistee.
Yeah, the sites are kind of close together, but wow, that's Lake Michigan there.
We're up on a bluff, so we're up above the lake by quite a bit.
Camping by a cliff.
Yeah, cliffside camping, kind of. Bluffside
Kind of.
camping,
Yeah.
almost.
Orchard Beach.
Great Fire of 1871. Oh wow, same day as the famous Chicago fire? Oh my word, most of Holland and Manistee lay in smoldering ruins. Holy cow, destroyed 2 million acres of trees?
You sound like the guy on Curse of Oak Island, the narrator.
What is it? That is an old handle.
A gold-colored handle, possibly from a ship.
Oh yeah, I was supposed to ask a question here. Okay, so give me one tip for reducing stress on a weekend trip.
The more you can prep and get things done in advance, the better. So everything that you can pack, all the food that you can prep, get those checklists going and get them going, use them to their full extent. Because if you can get everything packed up, ready to go, then when it's time to leave, it's so much less stressful. You can just hitch the car up and walk out the door, and you're not drenched in sweat and exhausted before you even get on the road.
Shouldn't you walk out the door first and then hitch up?
Being married to an engineer is so fun sometimes.
Well, it's just details,
What would you say is a big tip for reducing stress on a weekend trip?
For me, I really need to lower my expectations about how I think things should go. Need to get it out of my head that we have to leave by a certain time, that everything's got to be perfect and we got to make good time on the road, and I just need to be more easygoing and accepting of rolling with the punches and just laid back.
Yeah, that's great advice.
It's sometimes hard to do because we leave typically for a weekend trip right as soon as I get out of work.
Right.
Which is, I'm usually just a little bit stressed, trying, because I want to get out of work by a certain time and get in the car and go, and then I'm just all...
Right. I mean, it's kind of hard. I can see where it's hard to transition from work mode to vacation mode. It takes a little bit of time for your mind to adjust.
But the thing that probably helps the most is when you have a majority of the stuff done by the time I get out of work. And I can't tell you or thank you enough for all the stuff that you do.
Aww. Well, I love you. That's part of how I show my love.
Yeah, me too. So it's one of the prettiest sunsets we've seen this year.
Yeah.
And where's my camera?
It's in the car.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta watch and enjoy.
Yep.
It's an office with a view. You enjoying yourself?
I am. This is amazing.
Yeah.
So relaxing. I really needed this.
Yes, this is the best stress relief.
Yes. Time with the ones you love.
There you go.
Sunset doesn't hurt.
Actually, sunset was about an hour and 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
But there's still color. The weekend getaway. Sounds like fun, doesn't it? And normally it is. However, trying to pack too much into a weekend can also introduce unneeded stress. And stress is kind of the complete opposite of what our trips are supposed to be about. In all types of camping or RVing styles, there is a constant tension between needs and wants, setup time and length of stay, glamping and minimalism. Michelle and I try to keep a good balance between gear we feel we need and keeping things simple. We try to only add one new thing per trip to our setup and teardown, test it out, see if we can improve it, then either accept it or scrap it. Being careful about changing too much at once is another way that we try to reduce stress on these seemingly whirlwind trips. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next video as we continue to explore more of the Manistee area. Thanks for watching, and until next time, go out and live your best life, one adventure at a time.